What's up, family? Welcome to a special edition of Thinking Out Loud, man. It's a different time, different environment, different vibe this evening, man. I'm here with the one and only man, the genius, man, the jack of all trades, man, the Xavier Tremaine Duckett, man. I'm super excited to be here with you this evening. What's up, brother?
What's good? What's good?
Yeah,
What's good?
man. This is an honor, right? We're gonna get to some stuff this evening, man. We're gonna take a walk. We're gonna be vulnerable. We're gonna share some stuff, but it's all about the humble spirit, the hustler mentality, but with the brand new twist that I'm super hyped to have Xavier sharing to go on his journey with us, man. Bro, let's work, man. Let's holler at the people, man.
I just shared it.
Yeah. Make sure if y'all are tuned in right now, share it to your page. It's about to be a movie, man. We about to get into the mind of this guy and the method to the madness, if there is one. I still don't think there is one, but we're gonna get to the method to the madness and kind of dive into the mind of Mr. Xavier Tremaine this evening.
Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine. Jermaine. Let's go.
Hey,
Hold on. So, bro, so let's just go here, man. Like,
All right, let's do it.
like you do a lot, right?
Right.
Tell me kind of where the inspiration for just where you are now. Let's just go there. Forget humble hustle, forget, everything you're doing, just to even be where you are now. Where the inspiration come from, bro?
So, like, you saying forget?
Yeah. Forget the brand, right? Like forget the brand just for a minute, and just the inspiration to even get to this point, because you had these goals and dreams before the brand came, right? So I like where did just the inspiration to kind of become who you are now, to even push yourself beyond tough times and through all of that, like even to keep going, kind of take me on that journey.
Yeah, I think naturally it's just in me. Like, I think everybody's like born with something,
Oh wow.
and like you said, like I before the brand, like you're right. Like I knew I was gonna do something, but I always thought it was football.
Wow.
So like, to me, this is my like, I didn't make it in football. I made it in football, but I didn't make it in football. So like, this is like another sport.
Wow.
So like, it's almost like, God gives you another chance. All right, boom, you didn't make it in the sport you wanted to, but like, hey, here's another chance to be great at something. And so when I got the opportunity to, well, I'll say when I actually like found my passion and purpose of like being good at just like creating things,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna stay in this lane.
Wow.
Like, I'm gonna try to stay in this lane. So I think family upbringing, daily just, daily trials and, trials and tribulations,
Yeah.
like daily stuff that you go through just makes you understand that there's more, and you just keep fighting for another day. I think that's the best way I can explain it, is like, it's just in me.
I love it. I
don't think it's nothing that like, I think it's just in me. It's just,
I love it.
it's just who I am. I just don't, I just have a desire to do more.
Let's go. To
be more.
I love it. And that's where I want to start. I just want to start a little bit vulnerable and kind of open up the mind a little bit to kind of get us into the groove. And really quickly, I'm your host this evening for a special edition of TOL, Love and Hustle. That's all we're talking about this evening, man. The love and the hustle, man. We're going to tie it all together in a little bit. But you talked about being creative, right? And creativity. And that's what, when I met you, it's been 4 or 5 years ago now, when we crossed paths, you just had this creative energy about yourself, even about the little things, any little thing you were doing.
Right.
Kind of, how have you put that creative energy into now? Let's talk about the brand in the Humble Hustle. What is like just tell us about Humble Hustle in general. Let's just go there.
I think to start it off, I think people should know it all started like legit with the nonprofit.
Wow.
Right. So the nonprofit started, cool. Like I got the nonprofit, but with any brand, you try to like, everybody has like some type of merchandise that they sell.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. Take this and let this spread the word.
Wow.
Everybody does merchandise. So, we started off with a simple T-shirt that said, keep giving. And so that was our thing, like keep giving, hashtag keep giving, hashtag keep giving. Well, it got to the point where I was like, I really want to be a little bit more creative than this. So I started like messing around with the shirt, and I wanted to go with, different themes, and we were getting into the fall. So it's like, yo, let's do a hoodie. And but I could only go with so much with the nonprofit. Like, wow, I could only had a certain type of creativity that I could really push because I had to stay mission aligned.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's for kids. So it's like, and that's very much my passion. That's very much my purpose of working with kids and empowering kids and doing different programs with kids and making sure that anything that I'm involved in, at the root of it, it's like I want to bring up somebody for sure.
Wow.
But I also had this creative side. There's like I like to dress. I like fashion. I like to put things on. I like the way I feel when I put on different clothes. And I like the way I like to see how people feel when I design something and they're like, yo, this is dope. Like, I like that feeling of knowing like my creative mind went into creating that shirt and you like it. Like, you like what it says, you like how it feels, you like what it presents. You like what it represents. So that's where the clothing really came from. And, started talking to friends and came up with this concept of, humble hustle. And we just took the U out. We said, we'll take the U out. And that's what begins to fortify your real hustler spirit, your humble mentality, when you take you out of the equation. So that's
Make sure y'all don't miss that, man. The first time he told me that, I about jumped out of my chair, right? Take the you out.
You take the you out. And if you think about it in life, if you really take yourself out of the equation in anything, you go to a conference, you take yourself out, it's like, okay, now I can really focus because I'm not putting myself in front of it. I'm not putting my emotions in, and I'm not putting anything. Like, I'm really like here for something else.
Yeah.
So you take the you out, which leaves, still humble hustle, but that's when you really are able to like tap into that humble mentality of like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm on this earth for others. Like, I'm on this earth to empower, to educate, to inspire, to make sure that I leave this place better by the way I hustle, by the way I dig in. Like that's what it's all about.
That's it.
That's what it's all about.
That's it. And you've had all around the city, man. Everybody, you see Humble Hustle everywhere. You see the brand, man. I'll go all the way out. I remember I was working in Roanoke County, and this random kid, white kid, just walked up and I had on a Humble Hustle. He said, "Yo, mine too," and he pulled his joint up, pulled up his shirt. Man, it was phenomenal. So you see the humble spirit. I mean, the hustle spirit and the humble mentality spreading, right? And you see it spreading. All started from an idea in your head, right? Yeah. And that's just phenomenal to see, man. Have you always kind of, been a hustler? At certain things, just growing up, or just?
I love this. I can still remember like waking up on like Saturdays when I was a kid. Me and my cousins and my grandmother and my grandfather, and we would wake up on Saturdays, get Hardee's, and go to the flea market. So I grew up like watching my grandfather really hustle, like, and there wasn't no negative connotation to it. I tell I had to, when I first started Humble Hustle, that's the first thing I had to say is like, it's Humble Hustle. There's no negative connotation to it. Just to try to get sponsors and get, donations and stuff like that. Now people are completely sold because they see my heart in it. They see my passion in it. But absolutely, always. I've been working since I was 13 years old. Like I was never scared to work. I was never scared to make money. I was never scared to dig in. I was never scared to get dirty. I was never scared to try something, knowing that, okay, if I do this, this is what the outcome is gonna be.
Yeah.
But I think it all came from honestly my grandfather. Just seeing him sell anything, like anything, whether it was a deer. Or
he sold a deer.
Yeah, sell deer, or selling stuff at the flea market every Saturday.
Wow.
picking up stuff and, you know, having a truck and knowing, telling people, hey, look, you know, you always got to have a truck. He taught us that.
Wow.
A man should always have a truck because you can always make money picking up loads for people, whatever. So I think it's always been in me. I think throughout life, starting to understand myself, and you know, how we used to talk about on the podcast, it's like when you really start to become aware of yourself, that's when you can really tap into what you're put on earth for. And then that's what you really, now I'm really like in this valley, not a low.
Yeah.
But I'm in this valley and I'm just like
in this groove. Yeah. In the groove. Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's very, very, very uncomfortable times at sometimes. Like it's some very, very like dark nights.
Yeah.
Like to be honest, it's some very dark nights because choosing this path is not for the weak-hearted. It's not. And you know that.
Oh,
like
man, at all.
It's not for the weak-hearted, but it's you know, when the sun rises and you can see it.
That's it.
That's when it's like, okay, it's all worth it.
That's it, man. I love it. And shout out to Doug, the third member of TOL, man. Just wanted to plug that in.
Absolutely.
So we talked about, and you talked about being in this valley, man. And you talked about, you know, watching your grandfather teaching you kind of the hustle, man. You've inspired so many, bro. Like I'll yell it to the top of the mountains that you've inspired me more than you know. Just for someone who was from this area, from Franklin County, and then came back, and to, you know, luckily get connected to you and seeing this young, black, fresh, fly, still himself individual be able to be a business owner. Because I never thought that I could be one, because I never saw someone look that way. I thought I had to clean up and I had to wear a suit and I had to do so many things. So you've inspired me so much, but where does your inspiration now come from? Like what inspires you now on a daily basis, or just where do you pull your inspiration from?
So many different things. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to mind is probably travel, which is very ironic, of course. The first thing that comes to mind is travel, because when I get out of my normal element, that's when my mind starts to go places.
Wow.
And I start to see things and I'm like, okay, this would be dope. Like, this is okay. I can see how this works, whatever. But a lot of things come from seeing gaps in things. So just looking around, you know, your normal environment and seeing holes in things.
Wow.
And understanding that you have the ability to fill it. Now, if I go to a regular coffee shop, naturally I'm going to see something that is not there.
Wow.
That I feel like, oh, I could probably do this with it. Or I could do this with it. Or I've seen this on TV and I could probably do this or whatever. But inspiration comes every day in a different dose.
Wow.
Whether it's clothes or whether it's something with kids. It comes from God. It comes from
love it.
You know, social. It comes from things that I didn't have when I was a kid, or things that I wanted, or things that I want. But I think most of all, it comes from like exposure. Just traveling.
Yeah.
Like getting out of my normal environment and seeing things, understanding perspectives, you know, changing my mindset, you know, having an open mindset about things, learning, reading, researching, all of that inspires me, whether it's colors or it's the way somebody's wearing a shoe or the way they're dressing or the way that they're working with the kid.
Wow.
It all comes from like just thinking outside of the box.
Wow.
Constantly thinking outside the box and not being afraid to know that, hey, look, you know, I can learn something.
I love it.
I don't know everything. Like I truly don't know everything. So yeah, that's probably the biggest thing right now.
Wow. Absolutely. And again, just not to harp on it, but for so long, man, like watching you do it in such an innovative way and push down so many doors and do things, it inspired me so much to just take a chance on something that I don't got to walk into something that already exists. I don't got to, inherit this idea. Like I can really create something. Now it's going to make it that much harder. It's going to be that much more difficult. It's going to be that much more lonely. But just watching you do it, bro, you don't understand how phenomenal it is, man. I appreciate it. It's a beautiful thing, bro. Well, like I said, man, we coming into an amazing weekend with you, man, and we talked about the clothing, we talked about Humble Hustle, and this is the first time that I know of that a collaboration is coming, right? With Humble Hustle. This is the first time I've seen something be able to share that space with Humble Hustle, but I know you're going to tell us it's not just anybody though, right? Like it's not just anybody. So tell us about the collaboration. Okay. Who is it with? Yeah, and just let's start there.
Yeah. So for anybody out there that doesn't know, I can tell a little quick story. Back in March, the clothing line had a pop up on the Roanoke. After that, I had been in talks with Virginia Tourism Corporation. Can you hear it? Is it a game? You hear it? It's like Thursday night football going on. You hear it?
Yeah, are we picking it up? Oh man, we picking up. Turn this off.
This one.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh no. Yeah. Hello, testing. Yeah, y'all still hear us? We here.
Yeah, that was it.
Hope y'all didn't hear Thursday night football. Somebody was tuned in.
No, but I was in talks with Virginia's for Lovers. They sent an email, and the email was like, "Yo, like it was crazy because it was like, hey, we would love to set up like we love what you do." You know, you read those emails a lot of times and you think like, all right,
spam or something,
because it's just Virginia's for Lovers, so it's just like, you see the sign all the time, but
I didn't know it was a thing.
Nobody knew it was a thing.
Bro,
that's the thing. Like nobody knew it was a thing. Like
I thought it was just a slogan.
Just thought it was a sign
known for.
Like, Virginia's for Lovers, cool. Nobody ever knew it was like this. Oh, there's a actual like entity like that runs this thing. This is like a state thing.
Wow.
So when I got that email, that's when it like the conversation started. And it was like, okay, like we love what you do, we love your brand. We wanna we wanna have a talk. I'm like, all right. Cool. So, I called my mom and we set up the Zoom and we had the conversation and it started to get deeper. And then like, we landed on them wanting to collaborate with me to push this Black travel narrative.
Wow.
And I had to save that the whole time. Like I couldn't tell nobody, and
because it's been a minute.
It's been a long time.
Wow.
Like I was supposed to launch this joint in June.
Whoa.
So like that's the reason why I wanted to have this, so like people could really hear the story of like this joint was supposed to be Juneteenth. Like the whole plan was to have this joint Juneteenth. I was gonna do the pop-up on a Saturday and the silent party that night.
Yeah.
That was gonna be a celebration. And it was supposed to be Juneteenth weekend.
Yeah.
The clothes were gonna reflect Black travel, whatever. Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely.
So we're in talks, This is and what I know now with like this entrepreneur game is crazy because and I hope somebody like this thing starts to play and like get shared, whatever. You still hear it,
dude. We picking up some
somebody's game,
some cross waves. It's a powerful system we got here.
Facts.
Yeah, it's picking up something, but I don't think they hear it. Right?
Yeah.
I think we good.
So, Washington.
That's crazy.
So look, as time is going on, we run into some bumps, right? And immediately I'm like discouraged. I'm like, dang, bro, like this ain't gonna work out. Like, is it something I did? Immediately you start to like hear in your mind, self-doubt.
Self-doubt.
Self-doubt. I'm not good enough. Oh, I knew it was too good to be true.
Yeah.
Immediately, I sink. Like I sink. And then I had to like realize like, okay, just not right now.
And then not to mention what happens that weekend.
Yes.
so on top of whoa.
Yes. So just mind you, like that's in my, and nobody knows the talks that I'm in behind this, because I'm like, yo, this is everything.
This is it.
This is it.
This gets the wrong pub. Then they'll be like, nah. Wow. Whoa, bro.
So things keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really do have favor. Like there's nothing else that I can say.
Absolutely.
Except for favor.
Absolutely.
Like that's all it is. And I heard somebody say it on the thing. It was just like, when man has favor, like you can't.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do to it.
Absolutely nothing.
And I will never forget it. I've talked about this on an episode a long time ago about a lady that gave me a prophecy and was just like, yo, everything your hand touches is going to turn to gold. And I remember the first time you laughed. And I was like, yo, I'm dead serious.
I laughed because I didn't understand it. And I wasn't even on my walk then.
No. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
But anybody I tell that right now is going to laugh. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But once you really start to think about
it,
and once I start to go through life, and I'm like, oh, so we started going through the conversation. Let me get back to the story. We get through the conversation.
I love it.
Things happen. You know, it wasn't supposed to happen at that moment. It wasn't supposed to happen. So, we're still in the talks. I'm waiting for it to be official. And if anybody knows me, once you say like go, like I'm Johnny on, like let's go. It's time to rock and roll. Like let's do it.
Yeah.
So we get down to like June, July, and they're like, okay, it's coming. You know, contract is coming. Boom, it's signed. Like it's official. I want to tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all.
Yeah.
And that's when it really started. And so we landed on the concept of enthusing and promoting and everything to get more Black travel to the state of Virginia.
Absolutely.
And us being from Virginia, we know the history. We learned about the history, but we don't really realize that narrative is pushed to other people around us that look at us, our state, as like, I'm not going there.
Going to Virginia.
I'm not going there. Like this old country South, like I'm not going there. But there really are. And after opening my mind and like traveling and like, you know, having these conversations and hearing so many people from Richmond to Alexandria to Norfolk to Roanoke speak so positively about this state and say like, this is home. Absolutely. It started here. Like we need more people to come here. We need more things to open up so that people understand that nothing will ever change unless people see that everything started here.
Wow.
So once that started, it's been rolling ever since. And that's the partnership is Humble Hustle and Virginia's for Lovers. And it's an ongoing partnership that's I don't even know how to explain how I feel, because I wrote this down and I'm authentically like legit, like I'm happy.
Wow.
I'm tired.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm really tired.
Yeah.
But
don't get it twisted. Still work has to be done.
Work has to be done.
But
these are the things we ask for.
That's what we pray for.
And when you say, hey, I want to learn this game of clothing, I want to get better in it so that it can affect other businesses or other people can learn from it. That's exactly what's happening. The things that I've learned are just like invaluable,
bro. And I don't want us to miss this moment, because sometimes we can have greatness come right in front of our face and great opportunities of Virginia's for Lovers could have picked anybody else in Virginia, right? I don't want us to miss that.
Not only anybody, but and I'm a brag right now for it, because we're the only ones in the state that have that. We can use that logo and be creative with it. Like that means something.
I love it. I love it. I love it, because I remember even when you did the Welcome to Roanoke, and since I've known you, your love for your city and your love for here, that not only could they have chosen anyone, they could have chosen any other locality to start at. They could have chose Richmond, which is bigger. They could have chose 757. They could have chose Northern Virginia. They chose Little Roanoke to start this ripple effect of Black travel, man. It's
and it's so ironic that I had Welcome to Roanoke first. And that's why if you look at the Instagram, it's like, hey, this last time I did it for the city, this time it's for the state.
Wow.
And I knew and that was special to me. And I kept on saying to them, like, yo, you don't understand. This don't happen. These opportunities always go to Richmond.
Northern
Virginia. It don't happen for Little Roanoke. So to me, that's special. And I just feel like it's gonna break open some doors for people. No. It's gonna break open some doors for people that want to learn or want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I can say, yo, this can really happen.
This can really happen.
Like, stay true to yourself.
That's it.
Don't go off brand. Don't try to impress nobody. Stay true, and somebody will find you.
That's it.
And it's supposed to happen.
Absolutely. Authenticity is key.
Authenticity is definitely key.
But the process that you had to go through to learn who you were and to trust who you were and to start to trust what you just said, that everything you touch turn to gold, right? That's one thing to say. It's a whole nother thing to believe. And people, that's one of the hardest things to believe in. And man, I'm proud of you more than you know, man. It's like I've had a front row seat of just watching these things continue to grow, watching you put the work in and tirelessly do things. I don't know when you sleep, bro. Like literally, y'all, we went out of town one time. I got to tell the story. We went out of town one time and we're out there, bro. And this dude sleeps with the lights on, right? he was asleep with the lights on. Thankfully, he had his own room. I walk past, he sleeps with the lights on. Then we wake up the next morning and he hops up while on vacation, like he never went to sleep, y'all. Like, this is guys, like you, like y'all, like I think need y'all to understand. He hops out of bed. What's up? Let's go. So I can only imagine how it is when you're, I know it's not all the time. I don't see, but when something like this is coming and the preparation that goes into it,
it makes I ain't gonna say it makes a man out of you, but it's not for the you gotta want it.
And what I was about to say is. It's not even that it makes him, it's for you, right? Like it makes a man out of you. It makes you better, because I saw this quote. It said that when mail is sent to you, it got your address on it, right? I don't care how many people touch it. I don't care if it go to the wrong house. It still got your address on it. So it's the same thing with this gift from God. It's what's for you is coming to you.
It's gonna come to you
regardless, because it got your address on it. It got your name on it. So man, I like I said, because nobody else could do this.
No.
Right. And that's no knock to nobody else.
It's just a true fact of like the things we talk about when we both are like struggling. We've had those talks where you're like, yo, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I feel. Like this is too much, whatever. Like you literally, God made it to where your shoulders are the only ones that can bear what you're going through, your thoughts, everything. Now it could get to the point where it seems unmanageable, but once you realize, like, yo, there's no way I got this far to just be dropped. And if I do get dropped, then there's something coming from it. I wasn't supposed to be on that route, or
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what I'm gonna do with where I got dropped? If I got dropped right here, it's for a reason.
Right.
So I'm gonna make man. I love it. Yeah. I love it. So. Now that's the collaboration, hearing the story and hearing the process that comes with it. How you alluded to it just a little bit. Now, how are you bringing it to Roanoke? Like what's Roanoke's first introduction to the Love and Hustle collaboration?
So we named it the Rewritten Narrative. It's called the Rewritten Narrative because we want to rewrite the narrative of what Black travel looks like in Virginia. And it's tough. It's tough. Like just even traveling and just knowing that a lot of people you still talk very, very negatively about the state. I have before.
My wife moved here. She was like, Virginia. I never wanted to go to Virginia.
Same thing. Wow. Think how many times we all wanted to leave. Like,
man,
you left.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, traitor.
Atlanta was not for me. Virginia's home.
Nah, Atlanta was definitely Atlanta was definitely for you.
I love it.
Ran you up out of there.
Yeah, I did. Quick.
But no, I think it's a tough thing to do to change a whole narrative. But
yeah,
I don't think that's what I'm being asked to do, right? I'm not being asked to change everybody else's mind. I'm just being asked to promote, to start the conversation, rewrite the narrative, right? Like if there's a book, rewrite it.
Let people see that there's black people here too.
Exactly.
People who not from here won't think it.
Then you never think it, right? Even especially Roanoke.
Yeah, Roanoke.
I went to school. I was the only person on a 100-man football team that was from Roanoke.
Yeah.
And people was like, "Yo, where the hell are you from?"
And I wasn't even from Roanoke, but I used to say Roanoke
just because it was bigger city. Exactly. But one thing about me, and everybody can stand that this is true. Like, I never tried to fake the funk. I never tried to fake the funk. I knew I was from where I was from, whether you liked it or not. And I was always gonna stand for my city. I'm gonna stand for it regardless. So when coming back home, like being that it's in Roanoke, I think it's the perfect place because our city and our people and predominantly black people here don't get that exposure that other people do in other cities. Not to say that it's not limited exposure, but there's so much more in other cities. And so being here and have already started that mission within the nonprofit and with, in the school of like trying to expose kids and, push people, adults and everything, push them. This tied right aligned. It was directly aligned.
I love it.
If anybody knows how much I love traveling.
Yeah. Oh man.
So for me to be able to do a black travel like collaboration.
I think you got a visa in Africa, don't you? I think you I think he got his green card over there.
Bro, it really doesn't make sense that and who was I talking to? I was talking to my boy Vince. And he was like, bro, I love it because you didn't try to go seek out Nike or you wasn't looking for I'm saying you wasn't looking for that. Like you just stayed in your lane and what was for you like magnetically came to you.
That's it.
And it is aligned. And there's nothing better than having something that you could do creatively as a job, as an entrepreneur that's aligned. Like you don't need somebody, you want something that is aligned with motivate the game.
Absolutely.
You don't
I get it.
You don't want something that's not aligned to that. And it makes you feel even better that when you get those blessings and it's like, yo, this is right on the line side what I want to do.
Right there. That something that needs you just as much as you may need them. That's the alignment when it really hits.
You took the words, yeah, you wrapped the whole thing up. You wrapped the whole thing. We can leave.
My
real, because that's exactly what it is. And that's that conversation that I had to understand. Because you know how your coach. Okay, I'll tell the story real quick. When I got to school, the first game, Coach Rondo, I remember telling him before we went out, before we took the Monarch walk, I was like, "Yo, thank you for like this opportunity." He was like, "Act like you've been here before." I'm like, "Bro, I have not been here before. Like, do you know where I'm from?
Never been.
Like, this is like
literally my first time,
bro. What?" But I'm just so great. I was just so grateful. And I do the same thing. Yeah. And I'm just like, yo, I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Yeah. And they're like, what? We appreciate you. I'm like, oh, like y'all need like, And it's not a it's like, please, y'all sought me out.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go looking for y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all sought me out because y'all saw we need that.
Wow.
So that's where it's like, that's when it really hits. Like what you just now said is like, when something needs you to further the mission along. And it's so directly aligned. So this pop-up on September 25th is just a symbol of I would say it's a symbol of love. It really is. It's a symbol of love from me to the city, because I could have had this pop-up in Richmond. I could have had it in Norfolk. I could have had it in Alexandria. I could have had it wherever. But I was like, no. For sure, I'm doing it in Roanoke. They're going to see it first before anybody. Wow. So it's a symbol of love of like, hey, whoever gets these clothes, whoever touches these clothes, whoever comes and supports, whoever just is in my energy bubble, in that atmosphere, you're going to know how much I love you and how much I care about moving this city forward.
Wow.
Progressively. I wanna put this city on the map for people like me.
Yeah, yeah.
To show like we have it too. It goes back to Welcome to Roanoke. Like, and not only for the city, but I want to show that this state has it.
Wow.
Like people should come to Roanoke and explore the bars and the mountains and the scenery and come check out the stuff that we have and talk to our young Black people so that they can see that there is more.
Yeah.
And when they go to Richmond, you know, they're going to tell you to come to Roanoke.
That's
When
it.
you come to Roanoke, you tell them to come to Richmond. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
So this whole thing has opened my mind. It's opened my heart.
Wow.
It's increased my love for the city, my love for the state, my love for people, and my love for just exposing people to what the world has to offer.
Wow, bro.
Past Virginia, past United States, like get out and see more.
Well, bro, I see you and I see the grind. We love you for it, man. Don't nobody else thank you. I'm gonna thank you on this stage, man. Thank you just for continuing to push, bro.
Thank you,
man. So before we run out of time and y'all go to bed, man. You see this is throwback already, right? This shirt just came out, earlier, late in the summer. But tell us about the branding, tell us about the clothing line part of everything. Some of the pieces, maybe some of the inspiration that came from it. You see, I'm rocking my Love and Hustle hat, official.
I got that.
Yeah. I went to Simple Black. I'm getting old, so I'm gonna keep it simple, man. But to tell us about the clothing and the different pieces that kind of have been inspired by the collaboration.
So each immediately when I got it, my head goes. I dropped everything and I started like sketching. I'm coming up on their words, my logo, my words, putting stuff together. Virginia is boom, love, boom, 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 whatever. So I'm going to everything, and then I had to realize that things had to be on brand. That's a big part of collaboration. Of like, if you do a collaboration with somebody, you want your brand to be represented the way that you represent your brand. You don't want somebody to throw in a zebra like for motivate the game and try to recreate it. No, this is what we stand for. We're gonna create some type of concept that shows both brands, exposes both brands. So I had to keep that in mind, and I didn't want to go with the cliche things that I know people were thinking is just like Virginia loves the hustlers. Like, Virginia is for hustlers.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come up with things that like show my creativity, but also was very much on brand.
Yeah.
And had a statement. So I had to go back and look at the things that I was like putting out previously and look at, okay, I'm very much a statement type of brand. Everything is like statements. You good.
Yeah.
Quick little statement. Good in every hood. It's loud, it's bold, it's I'm saying it's engaging. I'm not a very colored. I don't do a whole bunch of colors and it's not a lot of graphics. So it's not a bunch of like, lions and tigers. It's not like that.
Yeah.
So I had to stay statement oriented. Stay
authentic.
Yeah, stay authentic. I had to stay on brand, which is tough because you want to go so wide, and so broad.
Yeah.
But then you realize like people want you to stay the way they want you to stay.
That's the reason
exactly
sought you out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So each, I could go through each one, but each line is directly representing something with Black travel, right? And anybody could buy it, but each line is very much.
You good? It's good. Man, I don't know what's my computer going crazy. We good. Keep rolling, man. We good.
Is it about to shut off?
No. It's just somebody emailed me, so it wanted to tell me. We good, y'all. Y'all can't even see what's going on. We Gucci.
But yeah, each line is directly representing Black travel in a way that I felt like was cool. The eye chart, everybody loves that one.
Mm-hmm.
I call it Virginia is all I can see.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it done before. I've seen it done before, but I thought it was a really cool way of being able to say a whole statement and making sure people read the shirt. So now I pulled you in.
Wow.
Because you have to, and I didn't want to place the words where it read perfectly.
Wow.
But I left off like hustler, and then like it's like, you know, a couple letters left.
Wow.
So yeah, you have to stop and read it. And then you're gonna ask, like, what is this shirt about? So hopefully the people that are buying it are so tuned in and believe what it's about that they start to spread that message and it starts to change, you know what I'm saying, perspectives on that. So it may be a little too deep, but
no, I love it. I love it.
It's very
so
much
your
like
shirt, your clothes, and start a conversation.
It starts a conversation. On the back, it says, "This is homage to the state that bred the hustler spirit and the humble mentality." Because if you really take it all the way back, you know, true hustlers are from Virginia. Like this is the state that really bred that hustler spirit. Like this is where real black travel really started. You know what I'm saying? It may not be the most lightest story to talk about, but it's true.
The first black travel landed here.
Exactly. Whether, you know, and that's a very dark history, but it's true.
It's true.
It's true. And that's what we have to,
wow.
Like we really got to hone in on
that. Yeah. Because you got to embrace your story to be able to change it and to be able to,
And a lot of times we don't do that. Bro. It goes back to, even if we take away this whole black travel thing, we just talk about us as a people, period. You can't move forward unless you understand where you're from.
Absolutely.
So, the black travel is essential shirt. I think that's just a simple statement that I believe.
Yeah, like, I'm copping that one too. Yeah. That
it's simple.
That's coming with me.
It's clean. It's clean. It's simple. Like black travel is essential. It's essential for black people to get out of their comfort zone. I know what has changed for me ever since 2008, traveling to Ghana. My first flight, I'm in a whole nother country with people that I thought, based off of TV were, just extremely impoverished and just, you only get one look on them, that changed my life. Wow. That is literally black travel. So it is essential for us to get out of our comfort zone. I mean, anybody to get out of their comfort zone, but black travel for me is extremely essential.
Wow.
Love and hustle on brand. Virginia's for lovers. Humble hustle. Just needed to remix it.
Yeah. That's a deep three right there. That's an easy
in the whole. But
yeah.
And the last one, the shorts.
Yeah.
I got a little throw in. I didn't bring it up here, but it all started with us.
It all started with
us. You'll hear people in some of our videos, and they'll say like it all started with us. Like it really did. It all started with us. And once you start to read about it and you start to really conceptualize, like, okay, dates and history, and it really did. It all started with us. So if it's gonna start with us, then we have to embrace that.
Absolutely.
And really like take control of that and love that. Love that it started with us and make sure that people come here.
Wow.
I'm sold at this point,
Hey, I'm sold too, man. Y'all better pop out, man, this Saturday.
Please
man.
do, man.
To support it, man. To support the journey, if nothing else, man. It's a phenomenal thing, and it's an honor for it to be starting in our city and in a place such as this, man. You always want to get on something on the forefront of it. Don't miss the boat when it's coming by, right?
Yeah.
So definitely pop up this Saturday, 601 11th Street at the Collective, man.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. And this Saturday, let's show up and show out this weekend, man.
Absolutely.
So what do you hope that this collaboration, impacts? Like what do you look for this the long lasting effects from this collaboration to have?
I think with anything I do, I'm hoping to inspire. And I know that sounds cliche, and I know people will probably like, it could be deeper than that. Like, what do you But my goal is truly to inspire. I want to be successful, so I want it to be successful. It's an investment. It is a business, so I'm not dumb.
Yeah.
But I truly want like the same way that I started looking at designers and like watching people do collaborations, and I'm like, I'm gonna do that. Like I told my mom like 2 years ago, I was like, watch. I was like, I'm gonna start doing pop-ups. And I said, I'll collab with somebody one day, and said, and I'll take it on the road. And I'll set it up in New York, Philly, whatever. I'll put some money into it, make a pop-up, sell there, boom, I'm gone. And I said that, and it's starting to happen.
Why not us?
It's starting to happen. I just hope that somebody is watching. I hope that somebody's like watching this whole story. That's like I want to do clothing, but I want to do it in a way that somebody's empowered.
Wow.
So any way that I can empower somebody through this and like truly be an inspiration, and that's coming from the depths of my heart. Like I really want somebody to like step off the porch.
Wow.
With this one, like
wow,
for real. I want somebody to see the pictures, see the videos, see my goofiness, see me like tired, and be like, darn, like I'm really about to try this joint.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen it. I've seen a couple people like really start to like, spin their wheels, and I can see it. But I really want somebody to take that deep dive.
That's it.
And just know that like it can really work. I'm not even like touching the fruits of what God has for me.
Yeah,
like I'm not even touching the surface. But that's what I hope. I hope that I pray that I'm doing what God has called me to do, and that somebody is watching and is like, yep, like I've been watching you the whole time.
Wow.
Because it's definitely people that I've been watching the whole time.
I love it. I love it. Oh man, that's phenomenal, because it's bigger than just inspiring someone just to start a clothing brand. It's about also inspiring someone to be brave enough to start their version of their clothing brand and their purpose, and being brave enough to put inspirational stuff on their clothes because they've always wanted to, but that didn't fit, right?
Facts.
Or that didn't fit the mold. Nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody. So wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
It's more than just clothes. It's more than just clothes. I'm selling dreams. I'm selling hope. I've been in this shop for close to 4 years.
Yeah.
And so, the reason I chose to be down here, and I've been through trials here, like it was the Humble Hustle clothing shop. Now it's the Collective. Like I've seen it. Like, so if nobody believes that it can happen, and whether it's perseverance or just plain stupidity, like
yeah,
you can do what you want. You can really make this joint happen. Like,
absolutely.
I know people been saying that since we was kids. Like, whatever you dream, if you can dream it, you can see it. But it's very, very true.
That's it.
Like your mind really is a magnet. Like,
if you're willing to put the work,
you
literally have and be whatever you want.
Right
now, we don't know when it's going to happen.
Right.
We don't know how long it's going to take.
Right.
But you can literally make it happen.
And you have to be able to put that. You have to be not able, but you got to be willing to put that work in. And that's where the true test is. How much work you're willing to put in when the rubber meets the road. That's when the true tests come in.
I love it.
That's when the true tests come in.
Man, just now, as a person inspired and as an inspired entrepreneur like myself, I already know, like, when you say this is just the surface, right? Like as entrepreneurs, like, we get something that's out, but it's so much more that's underneath. So I'm just excited to be a part of the journey and to watch, just more things unfold, just to say, yo, I was there. I was a part of that. Right. And not only just to say it, but to then use that inspiration so you can also see, like, I'm gonna keep going too, bro. Like we gonna be in this thing. Like, we gonna keep going, and we're gonna keep inspiring, because I think you said it. I can't remember when, but it was a few years ago. Like if you can spark that, and let's just say in me, then I go spark all of the people that's on my side, and then they spark that, and then it just starts this effect and this ripple effect that can't be stopped, man. And it's just a beautiful thing.
I mean, I've been watching you, like, just to shift the table. I've been watching you, and what you on year 2?
Year 2, yeah.
Year 2
coming up on year 2, yeah.
Year 2, and so like I remember when you were like, yo, like like this is crazy. Like, how do you do this?
Yeah.
How do you do this?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
how do you do this? How do you do this? Like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm about to and I'm like, I know. I remember I used to tell you, like, I know where you're at.
Yeah.
And it just slowly starts to break through, and you slowly just start to. But I think I said it on the this little like a little conference they had for the Small Business Association. Alicia hosted it, but I said, you know, you really never know what is on the other side of that door. But if you quit, like
you'll never know.
If you quit, bro, like you just think about the things that you did this year.
Oh, bro.
Just this year.
Bro.
We're close to we're in September.
Yeah.
Just think about the last 6 months.
Bro.
It's the things that have happened.
It's unbelievable.
Think about the lows, think about the highs. And if you would have just took the low and just ran away.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, it's like I can truly say, you know, I haven't touched the surface of what God has for me, but I know it comes with some shit.
It has to, like it comes with it.
It comes with
and
it.
But sooner or later you have to realize that it goes hand in hand.
It goes,
It's not this negative, like it's bad. Like some of the stuff be bad, but it's not this negative thing because it has to go together, right? That's the only way.
It's weird how it works.
Oh man.
It's weird how it works. Because it does like you said, it has to go together. It's like bacon and eggs.
That's it.
Biscuit and gravy.
It has to. You can't have one without the other, right? And the sooner you can recognize that and not say what I've been saying and what's been one thing is like, not why is this happening to me? Why me? Why not me? Right? Why not me? My shoulders are big enough.
Right.
God gave me enough. I went through X, Y, and Z to be able to handle this. And now let's get a reward from it. And you getting a reward from it now, man. And you're going to continue to. I see amazing, great things, man. And God isn't done yet. Continue to believe. Continue to inspire, bro. Final thoughts, man. But before we get up off this
thing, you know, I just wanted to take the time and got a long night.
Still got work to do. I love it.
I just wanted to really, like, you know, share it so that people can see some of the. I'll never be able to truly like express my true feelings of how I feel like I put that in there.
Yeah,
that is legit. Tears, a lot of tears. There's a lot of like sweat and
long nights.
It's a lot of long nights. It's a lot of there's a lot of fear in that. But it's also a lot of trust in it. It's a lot of courage in it. It's a lot of perseverance in it. It's a lot of those clothes. This collaboration is not like when I'm telling you what you're getting is not. It's not just a shirt.
Wow. It's like, I'm sorry, it's like they used to say when your grandma cooked with love.
Yeah.
You created with love.
Yes. Yes.
You created with love because grandma's cooking tastes better when you knew what love was in it.
And when I say it's a lot of fear in it, when I say that it's more of it's a lot of fear broken down. It's a lot of like just like sculpting myself as a man, just sculpting myself of like, okay, knock that away. You're okay. You're enough. It's a lot of those affirmations in there. So it's not like I'm giving you fear, but it's a lot of things I had to shed away during this process that was testing me.
Yeah.
Whether it was for this collaboration or just another entity that I had or relationships or, you know, it's been a lot going on. Going
through school.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Choosing to do that stuff like at this time. So it's a lot that goes into these. So you're just not buying just a shirt. You're buying a piece of my heart.
Wow.
And I'm beyond thankful. Like I'll let this stand forever. Like I'm beyond thankful for anybody that supports in any way, shape, or form. Even if you just come by and say, "Hey, I like your clothes. Thank you."
Thank you.
Like, thank you. I appreciate it because hopefully you'll tell somebody else and that 3 thank yous usually will turn into 3 I like your clothes usually will turn into some type of purchase.
That's it, man.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. I just wanted to have this conversation just so I could need somebody to kind of like ask some questions so I could get it all out.
I be wanting to know.
I just needed somebody to ask.
I'm nosy.
Yeah, it's been good though.
I love it.
I've been wanting to tell the story, and I hope I told it the right way. I'm tired, so I apologize. But
that's it, man. It has been your space, been your moment, man. Again, Roanoke, surrounding areas, make sure y'all pop out, man. Pop out and let's make this thing happen, man. Let's show out for the city. Let's show out for X. Let's show Virginia is for lovers where, that they made the right decision, right? And making this thing happen. I think you said it on one of our shows one time is that we got to start to support those who get put on that pedestal, right? We got to start to support because a lot comes with that calling, man.
You need that people. You need people. You need people to rock with you.
That's it.
And you do, but you don't.
Yeah.
I got my circle.
Yeah.
But you want to know that your city's behind.
Yeah, that's it. So
before anything, you want to know that the people that you love, are with you. So
pop out this weekend. This Saturday, it's supposed to be nice weather. We got all the rain out the way earlier in the week, man. So pop out this Saturday, 1 p.m., 601 11th Street.
We got some good stuff for y'all. First 50 people always gonna get something special.
You better be here, man.
I got I can show you. You ain't gonna be here anyway, so you ain't gonna get it.
No, this guy.
I got a nice joint for y'all.
Oh,
really, really nice.
Oh,
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Be here, man. Be here. A lot of surprises. He always turns up for us, man. Let's make it happen, man. This has been a special edition of a humble edition and a hustler edition of TOL, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We love you, X. Keep on hustling, baby. Peace.
Next episode.
Next episode, we be back tomorrow morning for a full TOL episode. So tune in. Don't miss it, man. We back in action, man. We're gonna just come back and kick it with y'all tomorrow, man.
Yes,
so wake up with it. You're going to bed with us, and they're gonna wake up with us. Oh man, we on to something. I love it. All right, y'all. Peace, man.